right, let's go ahead and let's get started on your reading, Cancers. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. All right, we got the moon coming in, and there's something going on that I feel like you're not able to see, or something going on that you don't have a lot of clarity around with the moon showing up for your situation. It has something to do with lovers in reverse. So there's something that you're not seeing when it comes to some sort of broken relationship or some sort of breakup. What is it that you're not seeing when it comes to this? I feel like you're not seeing that there's a breakup. That's what you're actually not seeing. What's Cancer's energy? We have you moving on, the Six of Swords energy, and you're moving on fast. So I don't know what it is here, but I feel like there's something that you're unaware of when it comes to a breakup. Like you don't know that there's been some sort of breakup, or there's a breakup that's taken place, because you're moving on. And the thing about it is you're moving on fast with the Eight of Wands. And behind that Six of Swords is the Five of Swords. So I feel like it feels triggering. That's what it is. I feel like something triggered you with that Five of Swords energy. And whatever it is that triggered you, you were quick to move on from it. Yeah, this is stemming around, it looks like here a past love. So you could have saw something when it comes to your past love, or you could have saw something when it comes to someone else and their past love. Whatever it is that you saw as it pertains to a past love, or you experienced, it triggered you to hurry up and move on. Yeah, see, here's even the Five of Wands. And I said the Five of Swords, though, but here's the Five of Wands. There is some sort of conflict, some sort of drama. Something happened here. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm picking up on. There was something that actually happened that triggered this move. What happened? Not because with that Eight of Wands, that's telling me you saw something or you experienced something. What happened was karmic. There's something around a karmic. Look, research. So you were researching a karmic. And whatever it was that you saw, or whatever it is that you researched and found out about, you took off. That's where the moon is coming in too, because there was something you weren't seeing. So you went researching, you went looking for information, and you saw something about a karmic. Let's see, what did you see? What did you find out? Selfish, moody, childish, and petty. So you could have saw something, whatever it is that you saw something that was petty. You saw something that was childish, or something that was just not right. Anything else? No love given, and no, look, we got here the other woman. It says no love given or no love received. And then we got home. You could have saw the other woman at someone's home. And so as a result, you're not giving love. You saw something. You saw something going on in someone's home, or something that's going on at someone's house, and you took off. That's what I'm getting here. It looks like you took off from it. Let's see what's really going on over here, because I'm seeing your perspective. Now let's see what's going on from the other person, because this feels like something you saw as it pertains to another woman, a karmic situation, a breakup. Tell me about the other side. We got the Six of Cups. So past love is showing up in this other energy over here. And it's a burden for this person. They're overwhelmed by it. So there is something going on over on the other side with someone you're connected to when it comes to a past love. And it's showing up as being overwhelming and stressful for this person. Yep, see the Three of Cups? This is definitely a triangle coming in. And it's showing here, too, that they're friends with their past love. They're friendly with their past, with the person that they were with. Because remember, the moon and the lovers is in reverse. The overall energy is, what you don't know is that there's a breakup or there's a broken relationship. However, they're still friends with this person, which is probably what you saw. Because we got here research. You saw this other woman at their home, but there's no love given or received. But you saw it and you took off. So the friendship, though, on their side is overwhelming. Being friends with this person is overwhelming. And it looks like here, because there's feelings here, but I feel like this person has feelings for you and feelings for this other person with the King of Cups coming in. So I'm trying to be emotionally mature about this situation. Like, this is a friend, though. It's not feelings in the sense of, oh, I want to be with you. I'm friendly with you because we have memories together. For some, we have kids together. And that's what I'm picking up. It feels like all of the above for this person. It's like trying to be friendly and trying to be friends with all of their past loves. Because there could be kids involved, or there could be memories involved. I don't know. But it's becoming overwhelming for this person doing all of this. So it is a problem. So this person trying to be friendly and trying to make everyone happy is a problem. And as you can see, because look, you could have saw a karmic being moody, being petty. So this person trying to be friends with everyone has created some sort of issue. And they're aware of it too, because we got the Hanged Man showing up. They're aware that this is causing a problem. And it looks like here, even with the Seven of Wands showing up, trying to keep someone out, standing their ground. Because I feel like this person is seeing that this is a problem, or potentially could be a problem. So it also feels like here, needing to do something about it and doing it, but it isn't easy. It's not easy. Whatever it is that they're trying to do to keep the peace, it's not easy. And keeping the peace, when you're starting to choose yourself, is going to ruffle some people's feathers, especially when they're used to having access to you. So this person is not allowing past loves, even if it's people that they got kids with, even if it's people that they're still friendly with. They're having to step up and stop allowing these people access to their home, access to their life. Look here, you see he's standing there in front of the door, because I feel like they're used to letting people in to some degree, but that is shifting, and it's not something that's easy. Let's see what else is coming up over here on their side. This slid out. We got here another woman, and then look, see, we got sugar daddy, and we got here leaving. So again, the other woman showed up on your side, but it's also showing up on their side. And we got here childhood trauma and time running out. This could be someone that carries also with that Ten of Wands some sort of childhood trauma, which is also why they may have a hard time leaving faster than they should. Because we got here leaving. And time. Deadline. The time taking a long time. I wouldn't necessarily say people pleasing, but something about this. I'm not understanding the timing. Let's clarify. What is with this timing too? I don't know if there's for some there could even be, like I said, a child involved. So I don't want to cause trauma for a child that's involved, because we got here a sugar daddy. So something around being a father. So it's not easy to leave and walk away from their perspective, from this other woman. And they could have also, I'm not seeing pentacles, but with this sugar daddy, a sugar daddy is typically someone that gives money. So I don't feel like with this situation over here, I feel like having to stop it though. I feel like they could have been giving someone money or helping someone, but having to block that or having to slowly remove that. Let me see. Yeah, see, look, we got here busy. Work, obligation, goals, career. This person is busy, but with work, but also trying to deal with this situation too. Let me see. It feels complicated over in this energy. It feels complicated. See, conflict is showing up. They're learning some sort of lesson when it comes to conflict. Because see, that's what I'm talking about. They've been trying to avoid conflict and trying to do something in a peaceful way. It's like rip off the Band-Aid. This person needs to rip off the Band-Aid. They're trying to avoid conflict because they're ready to leave. And I feel like this person is going to lose out on what they provided, which is why they're going to have a hard time with letting this person leave, letting this person go. So it feels complicated and difficult. Okay, so we got memories. That's what I'm saying here. It feels like it says holding on to gifts, letters. And that's what I'm talking about. So again, I feel like with this sugar daddy, this is someone that has gifts, because it says holding on to gifts. I feel like friendly, giving to someone gifts, right? And someone is holding on to that. They don't want to lose access because of what they were getting from this connection. But the breakup is happening, or it will happen, and it's going to create conflict because of the keepsake. Because I want to keep what I was getting out of this. What has this got to do with you? Let's see their energy towards you. Because that's that third party energy. Their energy towards you is confession. Telling you, their energy towards you is actually having a conversation with you, because we already see what energy you're in. You're ready to move on with that Eight of Wands. And it's like, this is fast energy for you. Like, I feel like there's this strong determination to, because you saw something at their home, or you saw something about another woman and a home situation. You saw it and you're like taking off. I feel like also for some of you, it could have even been done to this other woman, could have even did this in order to get you to take off, for some of you. But let's get more around this confession, especially with that selfish, moody, childish, petty. I feel like this other woman could have been doing something petty to incite this, because we got karmic showing up. Yeah, see here, confessing something about a toxic lover, being taken advantage, walked over, no control, possessive and jealous. They're going to want to confess to you about this toxic lover. And we even got here, this person could be emotional or physically verbal, causing some sort of, we see that this person is petty and childish. I feel like they could be reactive. You could even see here conflict coming with this person. And that's also where some hesitation is coming from, because they know that this is a reactive person. They know that this is a emotional person. So breaking away from this person isn't easy, because this person is toxic, they're jealous, and they're possessive. And they don't want to let go of the keepsake. They don't want to let go of the gifts and the memories and the experience of what they were getting, because we got sugar daddy, what they were getting. But this feels like childhood trauma, toxic lover. So this could be a couple that's together based off of trauma, connecting with each other based off of childhood trauma. Because it's sitting right here, childhood trauma with toxic lover. So it could be trauma bonding. And trauma bonded with someone who's still operating from their childhood wounds. And so they will do petty, selfish things. And you researching, you saw something going on in the home. All right, let's see what's going to happen between the two of you. So they're wanting to confess this to you. Let's first see, how are you going to receive this? We got here, I love you. So it looks like whatever it is, let me clarify that I love you, because we got balance here. So it doesn't feel like you're not going to receive it, but I don't know about you all the way, because seeing you being ready to move on is leaving me to pause. But let's see. We got you feeling I love you, but let's see what type of energy that is. Oh yeah, no, you actually are in that energy. The Knight of Cups is showing up, and we even got here the Ace of Cups. So whatever it is, seeing, I feel like here, this is making me feel like seeing, look, the Eight of Swords, breaking free. And that's what I feel like is going to happen. Because we got here the Hermit and the Four of Cups here, though. And that's a big cup. And we saw the Ace of Cups. And remember, we got the Three of Cups right here. So these are about the friends or the past lovers and dealing with that. But this one big cup, this Ace of Cups for you. So I feel like you're being quiet, confessing. I was being quiet, or I was looking for some guidance, looking for some assistance to deal with these three cups before offering you this big cup. It's like a conversation is going to change everything. And that's why you're going to be in this energy of I love you. Because look, the confession could even be just that, especially with the Knight of Cups, action. Taking action. And that's what's going to put you in this energy, because the Eight of Swords is showing up. So I feel like mentally you were trapped, because they were dealing with some past stuff. The Three Cups is showing up again, still dealing with some third party triangle stuff and avoiding this connection with you, because they felt trapped by their circumstances, and it left you mentally trapped. Not knowing, not understanding. So therefore, look, having to research. But with this confession, it's going to put you both, because there's two people here. It's going to put you both in this energy of love, because action is going to be taken. That's why you're going to feel that energy. Because I was concerned, like you're quick to move on, but then something changes that. And it's simply the confession, is simply the conversation. Yeah, see, the Knight of Swords stops you. So this act of love stops you from moving forward. The Knight of Swords is in reverse, because you could have been feeling frustrated and irritated, but just this moment of confession, conversation, and act of love stops you from moving forward, stops you from taking off, because the Knight of Swords is fast too. I got what I saw what I saw, I got the information that I needed, and I'm going to take off. Well, this conversation stops you. It brings some sort of clarity or some sort of understanding and balance. See, when you were getting ready to leave, it stops you in your tracks. What happens with this third party situation? And then I'll see what's next for you. What happens with this third party situation? See, stability. I feel like here, codependency is still showing up. And then we got here addiction. We got here violence. And then we also saw here the jealous and possessive. It feels like the third party situation lacks stability, because it feels like there's still something here that's having to still be worked out. And it could have something to do with money. But I'm not seeing pentacles. So what is it exactly? Okay, so it's not necessarily money. It's about stability and how handling things. And there could be money involved, because we did see sugar daddy. However, it's like it stops. That's what it is. Because I'm not seeing pentacles. It's stopping it. Finding stability. Someone is stopping it. That's why the money, the wallet is empty. It's like someone is stopping it. Because I feel like the other person or the other people, whoever these people or person is, lacks stability. This person is stopping being the one doing everything for these people. Because look, the Ten of Wands carrying it all on their own. It's like, I'm going to stop it. But keep in mind, them stopping it is going to create still, this conflict is still going to be here. So there could be like phone calls, like where someone is calling, cussing the other person out, because we got emotional, physical, verbal abuse. So there could be phone calls, there could be like, I don't know, I don't want to say physical, but I don't know y'all. I don't know if this person, yeah, we got here mask. So that could definitely be, listen, let me tell you this. You can tell a lot about a person when you say no to them, and that's what's going to happen here. Once the money runs out, or once they stop giving, they're going to see a different side to this person. The mask is going to come off, not what they supposed to be. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. They never experienced this side of this person because they were the sugar daddy. They were always giving to this person. But once they stop it, they're going to see a side of this person. They're going to see a different side of them. All right, that's what's going to happen with that third party situation. What's going to happen next for you? We got children. For some of you, you could be focusing on your children, focusing on starting a family. We got what's next for you, though. Let me clarify this, because something about this is starting to feel not that specific, because I don't feel like that's for everyone. For some of you, that will be the case, focusing on your children or focusing on your own inner child healing. But something about this feels especially connected to the abuse and then leaving. And then it says here, emotional, immature behavior. And we already see this third party situation, and seeing this smack dab in the middle, I feel like it's going to filter over into this connection with you and this person. Emotional, immature behavior is what's next. And we got here 3 of Pentacles, work. So what I'm getting here is the King of Wands is showing up. So this is not someone that's being idle. Okay, this is someone that's actually being busy, especially seeing the 3 of Pentacles. But the thing about it is, it feels like ignoring. I'm going to see how this is affecting you, though, because I feel like whoever this person is that you're connected to, they're going to be ignoring the emotional, immature behavior. But I'm telling you, something about this for me feels like even if they ignore it, that's going to make this person even more angry. They're going to see that side of them, that emotional immature, because we already talked about being connected through childhood trauma. They're going to see the child in this person, the emotional immature behavior in this person. And I feel like they're going to try to sit it out. They've already taken action as to what's next, focusing on work. But it feels like, I don't know if somebody is going to be calling them at work. Whoever this person is, they have a strong personality. What has this got to do with you? For what's next? Oh, yeah. So I'm seeing, yeah, you're definitely going to be focused on doing something as it pertains to yourself. With the 8 of Pentacles. It doesn't feel like togetherness, but it also don't feel like apart either. But you're going to be committed to some sort of work. That's what's next for you. Yeah, because you're not getting what you're hoping for. You're not getting what you're wishing for right now. So rather than be idle and sit in that energy of, I'm not getting what I want, woe is me, you're committed to focusing on doing something to get what you want. That's what I'm saying for you as to what's next. And what's next for this other person is, it looks like they're going to be focusing on work, but I feel like they're going to be dealing with someone emotionally immature, and it's still going to keep this separation. So just because you got confession, it doesn't mean that that's happening next. It's going to happen at some point, but it's not what's happening next. What's happening next is them seeing this person's mask fall off. Catch you in the next reading.